I am going to make a mozzarella cheese with leftover milk. I usually buy the big one because buying half gallon or gallon, prices are not much different. I am going to use heavy whipped cream today. Like I said, I live in single. When I buy a decent bottle, there's always quite a lot of leftover. So what do is I put those things in, what do you call that? Soft ice maker and make an ice cube. So next time I want to make a cheese, I have a little bit of heavy whipped cream and make it taste better. Called the silicone ice cube maker. I think I have more than enough that I can save a little more. This one came with a full size. I just cut it with a kitchen knife because sometimes I have a different thing like what do you call that? Basil paste, pesto, miso soup. Now try to remember you always need to have a flat surface to move those things around. And I usually put it in a Ziploc just like this. Using spatula or something, and you just squeeze it out. And don't move it from this cutting board because the whole thing's gonna go into the freezer. Okay, ready to go into the freezer. Those things we can use the next time, whatever cheese you're going to make. Now, we are going to put maybe 3/4 cup of heavy whipped cream today into the milk we're going to use. I am going to use is 1800 milliliter. This is 900 milliliter, so it's gonna be double. Okay, so we are heating the milk up very slow, very slow till up to 63 degrees, not Fahrenheit, Celsius. Okay, you need to be very slow and careful. I'm heating up my milk. The next thing we use is the vinegar. Vinegar about 90 milliliter. Okay, now we need to stir carefully. To slowly heat it up the milk. This is important. And then almost reach up to 60 Celsius, so a little up more. I will show you what is a 60 Celsius in Fahrenheit later. Okay, keep it up 163 Celsius. It's about 145 Fahrenheit. Okay, 145 Fahrenheit. Okay, now you stir a little and try to keep it in the same temperature. Then we are going to put a vinegar. Okay. Vinegar. If sometimes you need a little bit more vinegar, then you need to add more. Now you stir here. Usually when you're making cheese, in this process you don't stir much, but mozzarella cheese does. While you're mixing up, oops, looks like this. It's totally separated with the yellow water and white chunky stuff. Now this is gonna become mozzarella cheese. Here we go. All right, you need to have some strainer. I have this big one, and cheesecloth. It happened to be green. It's not fungus. Sink and sink. This is the place I am going to dump the yellow water, which has a lot of nutrition. I save it for my animals. Alright, here we go. There's a bunch of cheese, looking good. Now we have one more step, two more steps. Anyway, it's coming right after this. Make hot water about 90, not Fahrenheit, Celsius, okay? And we going to dump the white chunk, mozzarella cheese, baby mozzarella cheese, in there and start kneading the dough inside of the hot water first. Here come my mozzarella cheese ball. You know, I cannot keep filming because I need to use my both hand. But next thing I am going to do is using 2 gloves because it's going to be really hot, and then hand kneading cheese. Alright, it looks like this little bit. It's a little bit kind of, what do you call it, sticky, getting a little stickier, but I was keeping in the hot water a little too long. I need to take it out. Now this is what I'm gonna do. I didn't know I was videotaping it. I got double gloves. One on the top is a waterproof. I have a very similar in the toilet. Don't mix it up. Okay. I am going to knead this cheese. Repeating, put in the hot water and bring it back. Okay. And maybe first of all, it might break easy, so you might want to do that on the top of the strainer. And keep doing it till very, very sticky, stretchy. What do you call? You're getting a little stretchy. Can you tell? Alright, next step. I've been kneading this cheese for a while. It is almost done, but knead more. Become stronger, better. Mozzarella cheese. Keep putting back in the water about between 82 to 90 degrees. Look at this. See? All we need to do is after this is put it in the cold, salty water and put it in a container. I'm gonna make a small ball, maybe a little bigger than golf ball, and put it in a container. Hey, my pig is opening up my gun. Hey! Hey! Stop it! He's too smart. Anyway, I'm gonna do it again and then finalize it. Look at this, beautiful. Almost like swan. Swan body. Everybody loves swan body sometime. Okay, I am going to finalize it before I just try to make sure to heat it up really well because it's a big chunk. Even though you put it in a couple of minutes, maybe sometimes inside is not warm enough. Anyway, it's gonna be hot situation. Because I am going to use one bare hand almost. But nowadays, we always use some kind of glove. Alright, here we go. It's hot. That's why we need to protect the thicker gloves. And also be careful, some of the rubber gloves make it smell like rubber. We don't want that. Ooh, so beautiful. and smells good. Yeah, it doesn't stretch anymore. It breaks anyway. Maybe about this much. You roll it up like, don't make it like somebody now. Make it like a ball. Whatever the size you want. You know, if you want to make it a little smaller for you, toss it in your salad, you can do so. But I like it like that. So you can cut it, slice it, have it with something else. Boom. Alright, I think I am going to make like 3 today. It's a little bigger chunk. See my pig. Always saying something, I don't know. Ooh, so I used to use citric acid powders and also use linnet, but you actually don't need it to do it. If 2% milk doesn't work, okay? Not enough, what do you call that? Milk. Anyway, some of the milk doesn't work, but you can always add, like me, I put the heavy whipped cream in it a little bit. Sometimes you can use yogurt to do it. Alright, now we got this beautiful 3 mozzarella cheese. Yummy. Bagel done.